Some even willing to go under the knife. But our next guest says that overpriced creams, they're unnecessary. Labels lie, and surgery isn't always the best solution.
He's written a book called The Age Fix. Here with the beauty secrets your plastic surgeon doesn't want you to know is Dr. Anthony Youn, the most patient man in the world. Thank you for coming back after we bumped you for breaking news on some other day.
Thanks for having me on.
It's great to have you here. You are not the typical plastic surgeon. How are you different from the majority?
Yeah, well, I'm probably the only plastic surgeon that's written a book about how to look younger without actually having plastic surgery. And that's what the book entails. It's a guide for anybody to look 10 years younger without going under the knife.
Wow.
Yep, so it's what you eat and what you apply to your skin can make a huge, huge difference.
Now, see, if you told us, do you mind me asking, how old are you?
43.
Okay, because you look
I know,
easily 10 years
not
old.
a wrinkle
You're living
on
in
your
this.
face.
Right.
Amen. All right, let's get to the beauty secret your plastic surgeon doesn't want you to know. You say, first up, a lot of people are choosing surgery to get rid of their under-eye puffiness, but you say there's a $12 serum that works just as well.
Yeah, so I had a patient that told me, I want to get my eyes done, but the only thing that works to reduce my puffiness is this Sudden Change Under Eye Serum. It costs about $12 to $15 at the drugstore. You apply to your eyes. It's like shrink wrap for the puffiness under your eyes. And in 3 minutes, that puffiness will be gone.
Wow.
For several hours.
All right, I've used that on red carpets, and you feel the pull. You
Yes.
really feel.
It's
And
tight.
I thought this can't be helpful because it pulls so much. Or it
Well,
doesn't.
it's a temporary thing. So you want to add this to an anti-aging cream, ideally one containing retinol for your eyelids too. So this is kind of a temporary quick fix before an event, before a date, before a reunion, but you also want to do the real anti-aging creams too.
Hair thinning is a big problem, not for me, but for some people. Tell us about your alternative to hair transplants.
So hair transplant is surgery, but if you've got thinning hair, there's scientifically proven you can use low light lasers to improve it. And they make a number of different kinds. You may have heard of the laser comb. There's actually a baseball cap that you can wear.
Is that stuff real? Because it doesn't seem real.
There's multiple scientific studies that have shown that it works. It will thicken hair that's gotten thinner. If you're bald, it won't grow hair.
Okay.
But if you're
Even
thinning,
women?
Even in women, it's great because you put it on for a short period of time every day, no surgery, no pain, no downtime.
Okay.
And it works.
Doctor, laser treatments, you hear a lot about that. Many people don't know exactly what it is or what it does, but you say that you can do a chemical peel and that might be just as effective, but those sound very harsh.
Well, the thing with laser treatments is for a plastic surgeon or dermatologist to buy a laser, it's upwards of $100,000 for an anti-aging laser. And that cost gets passed off onto the patients. Chemical peels can do a lot of the same thing lasers can for anti-aging, and to do a chemical peel may cost me maybe $10. And so now that overhead cost is less, you give the savings to the patient.
A lot of people spend a lot of money on some creams, and when do you know which one you should spend the money on and which one you should?
There's so much out
That's
there.
a great question. That's one thing I have in the book. And really what it comes down to is skincare, you don't necessarily get what you pay for, okay? And so for people who are watching and they say, look, I just want a simple anti-aging cream, something that's not very expensive, get a retinol-based cream. You can buy them at most drugstores. They're usually inexpensive, and they will turn the clock back more and better than than creams you buy at the department store for hundreds of dollars.
So you think retinol, though, is the key word, right?
Retinol is the key word because that's scientifically proven to reduce wrinkles. And an inexpensive retinol cream is better than an expensive moisturizer at a department store.
Okay. You say, okay, what if someone hates their nose? You want to get it fixed, but what are plastic surgeons not telling you about a nose job?
There was a recent study that, believe it or not, that said if you get a nose job, there is a chance it will change your voice. And if you're just a normal Joe, it may not be a big deal for you, but a lot of people here in Hollywood and LA, your voice is very important to you. So talk with a plastic surgeon about that issue if you're thinking about having a nose job.
And then what's a resource to determine whether or not we need to get a certain procedure?
So go to realself.com, and this is a website that has a database of every single cosmetic procedure and treatment that there is. And viewers and listeners and people who go on the website, they can rate it of whether it's worth it or not worth it. Good procedures will have a high worth it rating, 70, 80, 90%. If it's a bad procedure, if it doesn't work, it may be 20 or 30% worth it. And that way you'll know if it works or if it doesn't.
Good stuff. Once again, the book is called The Age Fix. A leading plastic surgeon reveals how to really look 10 years younger. It's available online in the bookstores everywhere. For more info, you can go to dryoun.com or you can download the KTLA app and swipe Morning News. Thank you, Doctor.